Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to another episode of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. This is season 4 episode... So many episodes, just so many of them. Let's check. You know what you're watching, okay? Great. The one that just came on Sunday, the 23rd. Hi, here we go with an edited video. You guys know I'm so excited. I'm back in California, so I can now do my normal videos, which is gonna take me longer to get videos out, but the quality will be better. All right, you guys, so don't forget to check out the merch that I have down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the content that I'm giving to you on a weekly basis. Okay, so let's start out with our first couple, and that is Larissa and Colt. Let's get out the notes. Did she take notes? We hope she did. She didn't take notes. Well, she enjoyed the episode because she didn't have to take notes. So what I remember from this episode is Larissa is sitting in front of her vanity doing her makeup, and Colt tries to come in and have a conversation with her about their marriage, their relationship, and the goings on the last couple months, and Larissa's not having it. Larissa is basically like, look, you betrayed me again, and you're causing all this stress and drama in my life, and I don't want it. If this thing happens again, if we fight like this again, then I don't want you, I don't want this whole relationship, it can all be thrown away. And Colt is trying to say that he's trying to have a civilized conversation with her, but Larissa isn't hearing it, and that she's just wild and crazy. And again, I don't want to believe this narrative because what we see on camera is not Larissa being wild and crazy. We see a lot of eye rolls and we see her trying to express herself the best way she can in a language that she has a pretty good grasp on, but not 100%. And him just trying to speak in a monotone, low voice and like placate her and calm her down as though everything is okay. Whatever happened in that argument when Debbie was away, it escalated to a really far point. She made mistakes and so did he. I just think like at this point it is so toxic and bad that they just need to break up. And we obviously know in real life they actually do. Another thing that happened with Colt and Larissa is a conversation between Colt and Debbie. Colt goes to pick Debbie up from the airport and he tells her that she looks cute. And we're all like, it's one thing to tell your mom, hey mom, you look great. But to tell your mom she looks cute, you might say that Debbie looks smart. You might say that Debbie looks handsome. You might say nice. Debbie's hair is also all over the place. Sometimes in her confessionals it's short and like brown. Other times it's a little bit longer and kind of like dirty blonde. It is so confusing to me. I don't know what's going on, but Debbie has had it and so have I. Debbie has had it with Larissa. She gets to her home and he picks her up in the bucket first of all. I just need him to get a new car. But anyways, they get in front of the home. She notices that something is happening in her screen, like her window, the screen of her window. She goes upstairs and she's like, Colt, what happened? And Colt's like, I don't know. His response to Debbie about the screen is what a teenager would give their parents. Like, let's not talk about it. Oh, I don't really know what happened. Oh, Larissa was in your room. Like, I don't know what Larissa was trying to do, why she just didn't take the screen off of the window. Maybe she didn't know that was possible. And she decided she was just gonna hack at the screen from the center. It's a crazy ass situation. And if I were Debbie, I'd be pissed too. Like, if you all are gonna fight, fine. Stay the hell out of my room. Don't be in my room, going through my stuff. That's what I would feel like. Like, people are going through my stuff, people are in my room, in my space, when I ask them not to be, when it's sacred and they shouldn't be. You're not my child, don't be in my room. It's just a really awkward moment. If I remember anything else that happened in their segment, I'll circle back to it. And if you guys remember something that I missed, go ahead and comment down below and I'll give you my thoughts on it. So let's just keep going. All right, so the next couple we're going to talk about is Pau and Russ. Oh, you guys, that was the best Pau and Russ segment ever. Pau had the baby. They showed it all on camera. I felt like her mother was not really involved. Maybe because there was too many people there. Maybe she was uncomfortable and worried about Paula and the baby because they were having the baby at home. But everything turns out well. The midwife and the doula did what they needed to do for her. Russ was there, trying to be as attentive and loving as possible. They showed us that whole thing. Russ pulled the baby out. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I was so happy and thankful that they shared that. So if Pau and Russ happen to see this, thank you so much for sharing with us your childbirth. I think that's lovely and I wish you all the best. The next scene with them is Pau being a little worried about the way that Russ is holding the baby. Him being so defensive so quickly is weird to me. Anyway, so they named the baby Axel and they both like the name and okay, you know, good for them. All right, so the next couple that we are going to talk about is Chantal and Pedro. So now we have messy ass Obed. It's the next day after Nicole and Chantal have their like conversation that ended poorly, and Pedro ended up staying with his family, and he comes back to the hotel the next day, and Chantal is just like, I want to spend time with you. And he's just like, but I came here to spend time with my family, and then you came here. And I don't want to derail my plans that I have with my family because I haven't seen my family in a long time and I see you every day. We have things that we need to work on. Baby, don't leave me. And he's just like, you do whatever you want. You go whatever you want. I'm going to be my family, okay, baby? And he gets up and leaves. He's just not in a place to amend things. And I just don't understand why Chantal came to the DR. I don't understand why she came to the DR. That's it. I don't understand why she isn't telling him the truth of why she came to the DR. She's trying to say that she wants to strengthen their relationship, but the truth is that she's scared that his family is going to turn him against her, which I feel like, no, your family is turning him against you. Your family has been doing that for the last year. His family is just trying to love and support him. Her and her locked jaw and her not understanding of how she needs to communicate with her husband and with her family. It's just so frustrating. It's just frustrating at this point. And also I did see the previews of Family Chantal and I am not gonna watch that, okay? It is too much effing drama. And if I do watch it, I'm definitely not gonna film about it. So I might record it so I can see what it's all about because I am kind of interested in Winter's storyline. It looks like there's some drama between her and her boyfriend. And they also pulled out the same private eye that they pulled out to look into Pedro's life that they're going to pull out on Winter's boyfriend. And so I'm kind of here for that in a very nosy way. So, but as overall talking about it, I feel like it's going to be exhausting and draining, especially because I really do like Chantal and Pedro together. I really do like them as a couple, and it's hard for me to watch them fail so badly at their relationship. So Pedro goes off and does what he does, and then Chantal puts on a really cute outfit and then goes to see Obed, who is a petty ass, messy ass Bessie, okay? I get it for the drama of the show, girl, but girl, Obed, okay, messy Bessie, okay? He was telling all of la chisme. I don't want to have to tell you this, but Lydia and Nicole, I feel like they set up Pedro to marry you. Chantal with her lockjaw is like, to set up me and Pedro? And then they didn't expect for us to fall in love? And now we're just ruining their plans. And then it's like, oh, they're so sneaky. I don't trust them. This whole storyline seems so weird and fabricated. But okay, girl. So Chantal decides that she is going to get on the Skype with her parents. Did you guys notice that it was Winter's Skype? It was Winter CKY. Is her name Winter Sky? And did they spell Sky CKY? Yeah, they did. I think it's actually kind of cute. But at the same time, like, you know? Also, I heard that Chantal's name isn't really Chantal, like that her name is Sea Air. Like if her brother's name is River, her sister's name is Winter, then it would make sense for her name to be Sea Air, like CEAAIR. Karen is like really into seasons and like elements, you know? I wouldn't be surprised if they had another kid and they would name him Fire. I feel like she's the kind of woman who's like, I'm actually part Cherokee Indian, so I am Native American. So Chantal gets on Skype and decides to tell her parents that there is something rotten in the state of Denmark. And her father is like, do we need to come down there? We can be there in 5 hours. And Karen is like, what's happening? And Chantal is like, it's just really weird. My friend Obed told me that me and Pedro got together because of Lydia and Nicole. And Karen is like, it was because of their website where they wanted to get stupid Americans to marry their son. And then Chantal is like, but I want to talk to Pedro about it first. So that's why I don't want to tell my parents exactly what's going on, because I want to talk to Pedro first. And I'm like, bitch, then talk to Pedro first. But you actually are not talking to Pedro first. You're talking to your parents first. Why, as a grown-ass married 27-year-old woman, are you getting on the phone to talk to your parents and tell them about your business? All you had to do was shoot him a quick text and was like, still in the DR, still alive, have fun, bye. That is it. She didn't have to get on Skype and tell them all her business. It's like, And then they start to come up with like crazy ideas, which is what Karen does. And she's like, no, well, I don't want to talk about this anymore. And like, then why talk about it at all, girl? Like, you've lived with your parents for 27 years of your life. You know where your mom's head goes. She goes from A to Z in like 10 seconds. So anyways, that's the end of their storyline, girl. Let's move on. There was actually no Nickel and Ozan in this episode, which I was kind of relieved because, like, what are they going to show us? Like, I don't think they're going to Morocco. I don't think they're going to Grenada. Like, are we ever going to actually see Ozan in person this season? Probably not. It just is what it is. Who else? Russ, Chantal, Larissa and Colt, Jane Ashley, who I don't talk about. Girl, who else was in this episode? I keep thinking about people, but they're all from The Other Way because I really love The Other Way. Who else is in Happily Ever After? I want to talk about Love After Lockup because that's in my brain too. There's so many shows to edit right now and review. It's crazy. Who else was in this season? Oh my God, Elizabeth and Andre. So the next couple that we're going to talk about is Elizabeth and Andre. Elizabeth is like mad pregnant and she's still working, and Andre is still not working as far as we know. And we find out that his father is coming to the US for a couple of months. So he's going to be there for the birth of his grandchild, which is actually exciting and really great news. For as far as we know, Andre hasn't seen any of his family in a long time. So this is exciting. The barrier is that his father only speaks Romanian, which is, I guess, the language that they speak in Moldova, because that's what I heard them say is Romanian. He also hasn't traveled in like 20, 30 years. So Andre is naturally very worried about his father and wants his father's traveling and trips to the US to be smooth. So he has like layovers in 2 places before he gets to Tampa, one in Istanbul and one in New York. But something happened with the plane in Moldova. Like they were just sitting on the tarmac for hours. So he missed his flight from Istanbul to New York. And so Andre is just in a tizzy and he's very worried. So he's like, I have to get a ticket. I want to meet my father in New York City just to make sure that that last leg of the trip is comfortable and that he's okay, you know, because he doesn't speak English. He hasn't traveled in a very, very long time, and this can be very overwhelming. And at first I was like, your dad is a grown-ass man, Andre, like, calm down. But then I thought about it and I was like, no, I would be the same way too. Like, even I speak English, and when I went to London, I was like, you know, I completely sympathize with him in this moment. Elizabeth's response is to say, we don't have $600 because we've got bills to pay and money is tight right now. So let's just ask my dad. This is an emergency and my dad will just pay for it. And Andre is like, no, your dad can't. No, I don't want your dad to pay for it. You just help me figure this out. And she's like, I am helping you figure it out. And how I'm helping you is saying that my dad will do it. And Andre is pissed. I'm mad at her too. Like, now I'm at this place where I'm just like, girl, you know he doesn't want your dad to pay for things. And now you're gonna ask your dad to pay for his ticket? Like, can you get off the teat, please? Can you just stop and just get off the teat? If you need to put $600 on a credit card and just pay it off later, girl, put the $600 on the credit card and don't ask your dad, okay? And then he's like, just go pack my bag. Just give me some shorts. And I was like, first of all, go pack your bags. Like, what? I don't know, girl. It was a lot. It was a lot. He's just really worried about his dad, and I feel him. I get it. Gets on the plane. He goes from Tampa to New York. His father doesn't know that he's going to be meeting him, so he's like waiting for his dad and finds him. They have a good little reunion, and they get on the plane and come to Tampa, and it's good. And I actually was like, oh, okay, Andre isn't such a dick, and maybe he'll be a little bit better when his dad is there, because I think his dad is more level-headed than Andre is, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. All right, you guys, so that is the end of this episode. If there is anything else that I missed, I am so sorry. I promise I will take notes next time. I'm so excited for this weekend. I'm getting back into my routine. Things are getting back to normal, and you're gonna get the old Wa. She's coming back. She's having a reenactment. She's gonna, you know, try to get these videos out on time, girl. I just had a change in my life and my job situation, so I'm trying to get acclimated to that. So I hope you guys will have patience with me, but I'm gonna get these videos out. Whether I have to go live or not, we're getting these videos out. All right, you guys, so let's have a kiki and a conversation down in the comment section. Let me know what you loved, what you didn't like, what I missed, what you think is interesting. Let's have this conversation. Okay, don't forget to check out the merch that is down below. And remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye.